situations whereby maybe those who are using a desktop, they experience power outage. Now, in such a situation, if we were using the current one, it means that if you decide to do another invoice, the cumulative amounts, both previously and accumulated, will be wrong. So there is no other way you can do it. It means that you have to go through the tables to amend that. This is what we are trying to cure, so that no one should be expected to go to the to the tables and amend those cumulative. However, the current amount is always correct. It's not or somehow affected. So this is what I thought we can share with you. But for project accounting, what I can say, this is pure advanced accounting. Okay, it's not for those people who have not done project account to do this one. You need to have an idea. I will recommend a proper qualified engineer or a chartered accountant, or at least a degreed certified accountant to handle this thing. It's not a simple thing. You'll see what I'm talking about. So without wasting time, let's see what is involved there. First and foremost, all you need is you need to make sure that you have a project which you want to do. So for example, in our case, we want to do this one in Ndora Mufulira Highway. And the contact person is this one, Mr. Charles. Everything is already there. Now, after you have done that, you simply need to ensure that you attach tax labels to your project. As you can see, I'll put A there, yeah, and it's tax exclusive. There, I'm okay. Now, the next thing, you need to have also a client or the customer. Okay, in this case, our customer for this is JJ Zambia Constructors of Eastern Province. Yeah. So now in this case, it means that we can move on. So let's move on and try and create the invoice so that I show you what happens from there. So you go to the tax invoice as usual. Okay, you select the customer there. So this is the customer there, right? Then the category is the sales invoice, because these people, the customer I'm dealing with, do not enjoy what is called privileges. No, yeah. So I'll put in my project code road. That one is M22 M23-MF. So now from there, what I'll do, I'll simply select the tax invoice here. Then from here, the contract type, which is Mufulira Ndora Highway. I'll come here and select the same. This doesn't change. Okay. So now here, I will say it's just one of the thing. Yeah. Then what is the certificate which we agreed with them? They have inspected the work which we have done. Now, how much have we agreed, or the certificate is showing how much? Okay, let's say 3.5. Okay. Is there any retention which is there? Yes, there is a retention of 500,000. All right. Right. Okay. So in this case, we are done. But my advice to you, do not sign this thing until you have checked via a new calculator which we have attached there. All you need to do is you can add it to your record, quite okay, there's no harm. Yeah, you add it. Then now you need to come here, down here, so that before you sign the invoice, everything is okay. So I'll select this one. Okay, you see my calculator calculates there, and this is exactly how my invoice is going to look like. You can see the figures, they are coming down there, the VAT and everything there. Now, if for example, you realize to say, that actually before buying this software, okay, there was a previous amount which we are supposed to capture here, okay, which we didn't. Okay, how are you going to do it? Let's say the previous amount was, for argument's sake, the previous amount. So you come here to capture your previous amount. You say, okay, let's assume that, okay, the previous amount was it here, 1,000 kwacha, 1 million, sorry. Is that 1 million? Yeah, 1 million there. Okay. Then, no, no, no. Current certificate will remain as it is there. No problem. We'll put in 3.5 so that we have the same. What am I doing now? 3.5. Oh, sorry. 3.5 million, like that. Okay, good. Then the previous amount was 1 million. Okay, yeah. So the total 3.5 plus 1 million is how much? 4.5. I'll put my 4.5 where? Here. Okay. So now, the current retention is how much? Current retention is minus 500 as it is appearing there. Remember, I'm simply amending this raw data so that before I sign it, it comes up okay. Now, was there any previous amount? If there was nothing, I'll put in 0. Okay, as you can see, there was no previous amount there. Then, if you add minus 500 plus 0 is how much? We still come to minus 500. Okay. Contrast. Do we have any contrast? 0. Okay. Even here 0. All right. Now, all what I would do, I'll simply amend my raw data here. So I'll simply come here and do it like this. It's amended. Right? Then I'll requery here. Okay. So see what will happen once I requery here. Have you seen that the data has been transferred now here? Right? So the previous amount, everything has come there, okay, which we are lacking. Now we have the proper cumulative there. That's the way how you do it. Now, if we are happy with this now, you can now go ahead and have your invoice signed. But unfortunately, my gadget today is not, there's no connectivity. Let me try to see if it can sign offline. Yeah, okay, let's see. Probably maybe it can, though I'm not too sure whether it can. No, it can't sign offline. Yeah, okay. But all the same, this is the way how you're supposed to do it. Once this is done, then that's it. You're done. Okay. So this is the part which I thought you can take a leaf and learn how these things are done. So from there, maybe I will also take advantage and walk you through some of the new things which we have done. So in an event where you're doing a normal invoice, but you want to go to the receipt, you don't have to log out from the form. You just come here, there is a small button here. This will take you to the receipt module there. You do your receipts there, then after saving and everything, you can exit. It will take you back here, okay, using the limit function. The limit function, I think those who have done calculus, I think you understand what I'm talking about here. So I'll close here. Again, the limit function will calculate to 0, then it brings me to the main menu. So now, suppose I'm on the fixed assets, okay? I want to go to the payment, okay, for GL, general ledger transaction. I'm here, fixed assets, okay? Now I want to go to the general ledger. I'll simply do this. This page will allow me to process any general ledger entries from there. Now, suppose I want to make a payment there. I don't have to log out here. I'll simply come here. This is a payment voucher, so everything is done there. Okay, so now, as you can see, all appear to be okay. So you can do whatever you can. Again, once you keep on rocking out, closing the files like that, then the limiting function will keep on closing the files or the forms without problems. Yeah, that's the way how it is. Then we have also this guy here. All right. Most of the people didn't know that, okay, from here, once you finish doing the bill of material, you can still go here and you have it posted. You can see. So from there, you don't have to log out. You can come here and have everything posted there. But what I need to explain to you is the materials that are going to work in progress will go at average price. Okay, that's what happens. So if you have the opening stock, my advice to you is you need to create an internal purchase order. Okay, internal purchase order means you come here under purchases, then your supplier will be internal purchase order, internal purchases. Okay, so that those materials we will be able to put the proper costing there, so that once the costing is embedded to those materials which are on the floor, which you are bringing to the system, once you post it through the GRN, the entries will be credit your GRN suspense and debit your stock at the correct price there. But how are you going to move the entry from the GRN suspense, that credit? That credit, you simply transfer it to return the earning. That's it. That's where how you do it. Yeah. So now, but if you are using an invoice, that invoice takes that credit to creditor's account and allocate it to the specific supplier. That's what happens from there. So whenever you are issuing the materials, they'll be going at average pricing and everything there. Okay. Those who are involved in imports, that is very beautiful. This is a beautiful stuff which you can enjoy. You simply use your GRN. Okay, the GRN has a facility for landed costing. This is where some of my colleagues with some of these softwares which I visited, I saw, I was really shocked to find that they want to do the landed costing on the invoice. You cannot do the landed costing on the invoice. You do the landed costing at the time when the goods are coming, so that the cost of the goods should include the value of landed cost. That's what happens. The invoice has nothing to do with this. It just that one simply takes care of the supplier. Nothing to do with the stocks, nothing whatsoever. Only at GRN stage, that's only then can you do the landed costing, so that whatever stock you receive must have the cost elements which are external or additional to the main supplier invoice. Okay, that's what happens. So you simply come here, right? Yeah, that's it. So as you can see here, there is a cost element here. You select your GRN where you want to embed all the costing and everything. You put all your costing. Then if there are any exchange rate to convert itself properly there, then update your costing there. That's it. Then here it will just drop there to show you what has been valued. That's it. It ends there. Then the other thing which I thought maybe I can explain, there are these issues of payroll. Okay, do we have salaries? Yes, we have. So this one is very, very simple. For NAPSA, you make sure that each person, okay, maybe I walk you through here. Each person should have a NAPSA account number. Okay? If that person doesn't have an account number, that becomes a problem. Because how are you going to do the NAPSA? That will be a problem now. Okay? Yeah. So, going forward again, Staff number here. The best you can use this one, you use the TPIN number of that particular staff. Remember, at the moment, if someone doesn't have a TPIN, that person cannot get paid. Because how are you going to process your payroll without the TPIN? You need the TPIN. Go to ZRI, get the TPIN for all your employees. Then you move on. Yeah. Now, the other thing which I thought I can maybe talk or discuss is the issue of date of birth. The date of birth is very important. Why is it so important? If the date of birth is incorrect, it means that now the system will not know exactly when it will cut off NAPSA. Remember, you don't have to tell the system to cut off deducting NAPSA. No, it uses the information which you capture here. Immediately the person reaches 55 years of age, automatically it stops calculating NAPSA. That's what happens there. Although, once we get a green light to say NAPSA has changed now to 60 or 65 or whatever it is, only at that point can we change the parameter. But as at now, we are still using 55. Now, there are also issues of appraisals. Appraisals is a good thing. Okay, you need to appraise your staff so that you are able to see who is not performing and who is performing. As you can see, we have the standard scores and the actual scores. Everything is there. Then at the end of the day, you can print the appraisal form here, yeah, so that yeah, you discuss with your employees. Okay, fine. Now, there are also situations whereby you wanted to file the most important documents, yeah, within the accounting system. How are you going to do it? That one is very simple. Okay, you just come under customer data here. Okay, yeah, it has a provision for filing here. As you can see here, if I do this, yeah, there it is. I'm able to add my document there, wherever it is. You see? Yeah. So you can pick any document which is relating to JJ law, okay, and file it there. It can be TPIN, contract, whatever. After scanning, you can, as long as you know where the folder is, where you put it in the folder, you can pick it up there and attach it to JJ law. Yeah. Removing the forward document, you can remove it like that. So I'm not doing anything. I just wanted to show you this. This is the way how it is. Then sometimes you may want also to have the stock valuation. Okay, stock valuation is also very important. So stock valuation is actually embedded on the stock report. So if there was anything, you just click it there. Click here, you have the stock valuation, which will have the unit price or selling price, and also actual cost of the material. Yeah, so that you are able to see whether you are selling at a loss or not, things like that. If you want to take it to Excel, you can take it to Excel. If you just want a printout of the stock position, you can have the printout there, right? Then there are also situations whereby you may want a cost allocation. You know, management accountants, these are specialized human beings. Normally, they want to make sure that the cost centers are okay. Sometimes the people, because this is a multi-user, don't forget, and also a multi-carrier. Sometimes you find that the users, they may have misallocated the cost somewhere. So they will normally come here and they do the correction here. So this is where they do their correction. You can see these are cost centers. So you select the journal there on top, yeah, whatever account code and everything there, yeah, then you can allocate whatever it is which you to the correct cost center. But at this point, it won't allow you to start changing the information. No, this allows you only for cost allocation. That's it. Yeah. Changes, those are done by accountants by using the universal channel. After that, you can log out. That's it. So those who are dealing with the hotels, okay, hotels, that one is a very, very good thing. You have the guest ledger here, okay? The guest ledger shows you who is your client there. When did they come? Things like that. You have a form that will be generated automatically here. But before that form is generated, you needed first to capture information. Okay, you capture the information of the guest here under main guest data. Okay, you capture all that information, whatever is there, car registration, number of people, yeah, things, number of nights to spend, things like that. After you have done that, only then can you now go ahead here and create a booking. Okay, you select the customer there, then you allocate now the date when that person has come in and the date when that customer is booking out. If this customer is changing, okay, you can simply come here and move forward the date to the date when that person will be going out. Now, don't forget that here also you needed to add the rooms. All your hotels should have room numbers, okay, like that. If they are 1,000, ensure that they are captured there. Once you have done with that, then no problem. You can simply delegate your receptionist or is it a front office personnel to handle the bookings. Yeah, you don't. After all, you don't need to do that. Those are for the lower staff to do that. Yeah. Then Then from there is what we call city ledger. You have your city ledger there. Yeah, whatever you want to do, you can get it from there. Then you have also what we call maybe you want also to print the invoice. Okay, here is your form invoice there. Okay, if you want to produce the receipt as well, you can go there, you get your receipt there. Okay, everything is done for you. So now sometimes you are still here, but you are wondering to say, but I don't want to use a big invoice. I want to use a small receipt. Okay, so you go to food and beverage then. Yeah, here. Okay, then you have a small receipt here, which you really wanted. Now, this one is a POS. Yeah, you remember if you are using the bar, there are those small receipts which you need to use. So you use this one so that you are able to print those small receipts on a POS printer. Okay, yeah. So I think I've talked enough for today. I'll end here. I'll say thank you so much. Those who have taken time to look at the video, I've only done 5% of what is covered in the software there. We have not